Hello everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Namaste. I welcome you all in this Tangle Marathon session. Today we are going to work on the knots and weaving Celtic knot special, and I am your host Nidhi Prakash. We have continued, this series since past lots of months. I don't really remember, and we have worked on this is our 16th uh, category. You can see on this screen knots and weaving, and today's session is the Celtic knot special session. We have worked on all these sessions, all these categories so far in our this journal. I used this Canson mixed media pad, 9 by 12 size. This is the title piece, Tangle Marathon. And then we worked on lots of different categories in this journal, like the borders and the frames, heart tangles, grid tangles, seed and cadent family tangles, curvy line, straight line, circular, filler, edge and terminal, leaf style, or blossom, vine, and I started the other one more pad because I kind of filled this one for the last category, that is the knots and weaving. This is the knots and weaving tangles journal, and today we are going to start the Celtic knots. I hope you all are done till now. Hi, Sylvia. So are you guys all ready for this Celtic knot? Let me just focus the screen. I used to, pronounce this word Celtic since my childhood, and then I researched a lot because it is everywhere Celtic nowadays, but when it started in centuries ago, it was Celtic. So basically, Celtic and Celtic both are absolutely right, but Celtic is more, more adapted everywhere. So it is Celtic because the Celtic pronunciation brings it more to the native style. But Celtic is also not wrong. So that's the case about the pronunciation. And this Celtic style, like the Celts people, they are centuries ago, like in the Iron Ages. We can see lots of their evidence in the past, like this is the Book of Kells around the 8th century. And even we have a lot more other evidence in our past which shows that these knots and these symbols are not new. They are there, especially it started all around in the mid-Europe, uh, and then it spreads everywhere all around the world. So basically, what is Celtic knot? Celtic knot is any kind of knot that is endless. There is no start and no end. And yes, before I start my this video, let me just show you few hashtag and the disclaimer about this today's video. So these are the few hashtags which you can use anywhere if you are posting your work on the social media, and the little disclaimer about today's video. Here you go. Hi Monica, hi Roberta, hi Haley. So when we talk about the Celtic knot, it is the one main rule which is important is that they are all endless, like the infinity symbol. So if we see the infinity symbol, like it goes around and around and around, and there is no start and no end. That's why this symbol is the infinity symbol. So this is the very basic symbol. But when we talk about the knots, so kind of these threads go into the pipe, or they are the thick rope. So to draw this infinity symbol, we just draw them in the two lines like this, so that we can show the over and under concept. So the same thread is going like this. So then this infinity symbol becomes the Celtic knot. So I hope I made the point clear here. So suppose I'm just making this infinity symbol one more time. So I just drew this wavy line and joined it, and then this parallel wavy line, and now here it's joining and completing the loop. So we see no start and no end in this loop, so that's why we can put this one into the Celtic knot. And now you can, add your own artistic style into it. Like maybe we can add this diamond into this. And we really want to untangle this diamond into the infinity knot. Right now it's just going all the way to the back. So maybe we can just want to cover this up here. Let me just fill this. So that's how it's showing over and under. But if you want to draw it like the hollow, the way we drew this infinity symbol, we have to draw it with the pencil first so that we can erase the over and under easily. I'm just showing you. So this is the basic concept of any kind of the Celtic knot we are drawing today. That's why we are just doing this little quick exercise before we start. So now, as we did it with the pencil, so it becomes really very easy to fix the over and under. Here it's coming over. So I would suggest you to draw all these Celtic knots first with the pencil and then trace it with the pen. In that way, it becomes easier to draw over and under concept easily. So that's why I drew it with the pen first, and now I drew the same symbol with the pencil first and then with the pen. So it's your choice how you want to draw your Celtic knots. So this is just the basic Celtic knots. You can make your own style. So suppose if you want to draw, instead of this diamond, let me just draw this infinity symbol again. And you can see I'm drawing it with the pencil because I want to add this heart shape with the infinity symbol. And as I want to untangle this heart into the infinity symbol, so I have to take care of over and under. So here it's coming over and here it's going under, and then again it will come here over and here under. So that's how you can untangle any shape, whatever you want. You can make your own design. Good morning, Linda. No worries. We just started and we haven't started the actual Celtic knots. We are still working on the concept that we have to take care of the over and under, and the basic design is the infinity one. This is kind of the thread and this is kind of the knot we convert, and how we can add few more shapes with our knots. And to make them over and under, it is always advisable to draw it with the pencil first and then trace it with the pen. That will really help us to draw it perfectly with the concept of over and under and like how it is being entangled with. Okay, here you go. So now this is just the one infinity symbol. Suppose there is one more style of drawing. Let me draw this with the thread. Suppose here it's going like just the free hand, any shape. Now this is the thread like this infinity one. And I want to convert this into the Celtic knot. So this is a little quick exercise that I drew. I'm drawing these aura lines inside these closed shapes. And now I'm drawing the aura line outside. This is a very easy way to make your own Celtic knot. Now, this thread has no start and no end, so you can, start with anywhere and you are going to end it at the same place. So suppose I'm joining this. Please look carefully how I'm doing that. Let me erase the pencil line and make it lighter so that it becomes easy. That's it. So I'm just joining this like this. So this is going over. Here it's coming under. So it should go over. Always it is one down, one up. So here it should go up in this way. So it will join this. It is coming under. So here it should go up. Here it is coming under. So this is a complete loop. Like we made this infinite symbol one. So that's how you can make your own Celtic style loops and knots. This is a bit confusing. No worries, Rajni. So let's start with the basic Celtic knots. You see, if you don't understand any of these, that's absolutely fine, because we are now starting with the basic one and you can practice more. So if we talk about the Celtic knots, as I told you just by these few examples, so they are the basic complete loops that have no start and no finish. So that's why they symbolizes the spiritual life because of the no beginning and the no end, and they represents the friendship, love, loyalty, faith, or eternity. That's why I started with the infinity that represents the eternity, because it has no beginning and no end. that is all about the Celtic knots. There are thousands of variations, but basically there are 8 main variations which are famous everywhere all around the world. And these 8 variations we'll try to draw as much as we can in our this session. The Trinity Knot, Celtic Spiral, Sailor's Knot, Shield Knot, Love Knot, Celtic Cross, Dara Knot, and Solomon's Knot. If you see, mainly all these Celtic symbols, they have either the 3 sides or the 4 sides. If they have the 3 sides, that's called the triquetras. If they have the 4 sides, they are the quaternary symbols. So we already did the 3-sided, this Triskele symbol in our yesterday's session. This is halfway done. We are going to complete it in our next Mandala session. The 3 spirals. So this is the Triskele, this is the triquetra, and in our earlier one more Mandala, we drew this one. This is again the Trinity symbol. This is again the 3-sided one. And the variation is that we added a circle with it. That is absolutely optional. So these are we drew with the help of the tools. But here we are not going to use the tools. We are basically going to focus just on the drawing. So the first part is, the first symbol is the Trinity symbol. The Trinity Knot. Celtic Trinity Knot. And to draw this, the best is draw freehand a quick triangle, kind of the equilateral one. And if you want, use the pencil or you can use the pen directly. It's your choice. We are going to draw a upside down triangle in the middle of this triangle. So I'm not focusing more on the, the measurements and the angles and the positions. Rather, we are focusing mainly on the drawing part. We extend the arm and we reach near to the corner with the curvy line. This is the first step. I will wait for a few seconds after each step so that whoever is drawing along with me can complete the step. Please write down in the chat who is drawing along with me. Write down 1 or 2. I'm so happy. My husband is also drawing along with me and he's showing me his steps. Good one, Ajay. And now from here I'm starting the next step. Thank you, Roberta, Demain, Linda. Awesome. Now from here we are going to reach all the way to the corner. And we are going to repeat this on all 3 sides. This is the next step. I'm again waiting for a few seconds. Thank you, Sylvia. Let's see, Ajay, did you get it? Show me. This is what Ajay is doing in his paper. Go ahead. You can take it. And now we are going to join them. So suppose this arc is coming here. So we'll draw in the air and we'll join it to this line. And we'll complete this arc, draw in the air and join all the way. And we'll complete this one side, one leaf. Thank you, Sandra. And we'll turn it around, repeat the same thing. Extend this arm first in the air and then join with the petal and completed this side. Same thing, we are going to join to the third side. And this is our beautiful triquetra, and we drew this in one of our mandala. And in this one, we used the compass, the tool, and we drew it with the compass like this one, so that we get all these perfect arcs. And as I told you in today's session, I will try avoid using all the tools and try to draw all these freehand as much as I can. I'm drawing this triquetra one more time freehand. So step is to draw the upside down triangle, then extend the arm in the all three sides. I'm not worrying about the sizes, about the direction, about their perfect positions. Rather, I'm just drawing the shape and enjoying the drawing of this Trinity symbol. So that's how you draw this, the symbol. Now, if I want to add something in this, so then before that we should draw the symbol with the pencil, and then we can add the circles, or we can add the heart or something like that. So for that, what I'm just doing here, I'm drawing the symbol one more time with the pencil, and this time I will add the heart shape with this. A lot of people call this the sisters Trinity Knot, or the, sometimes they call it the heart, the love Trinity Knot. Actually, this is not the love Trinity Knot, that is a little different, but there are various names for this one, the one we are drawing right now. So I drew the same symbol with the pencil, and then now I'm going to add this heart shape in this. As of now, the whole heart shape is going behind the Trinity symbol, but we have to make it over and under, as you know. So let's start from this one corner. You can start from any corner. Here it's going over, so here it should go under. Then let's continue. Here it should go over, so it should go under here, then over here, then under here and over. Perfect. So that's how you draw that. You can draw the circle the way I drew in the mandala. I hope I made my point clear. Please write down in the chat. Did you get it, how to untangle the another shape into the Trinity? It can be the diamond, the square, circle, heart, or whatever shape you want, or a flower. Ajay, did you try drawing this one? Oh, nice. Please show. Do you guys want to see? This is what he tried, but he did it with the pen, so now it is really little difficult to make it over and under until you fill that the way you did it in the diamond one. Awesome, Ajay. You can take it. Perfect. So let's move on to the other symbol. So there are a lot of other symbols which you can make just with the Trinity, like you can join the two Trinity symbols. Let me just do it here, like here, and then you can draw one more Trinity symbol on the opposite side here, or you can just make this one box like this. Let me just draw this one quickly here, and you can divide it like this. So now you have 4 triangles, and you can draw, oh, and you can draw 4 Trinity symbols in these 4 triangles. So how about you can do this one later, and I would suggest you to draw 2 Trinity symbol, and they all have the names and the different variations. Just with the one symbol, this is the very common symbol. You can see this one here. This is the first and probably the most popular of all Celtic knots. This knot is seen commonly in jewelry, decor, tattoos, and artwork. In the Thor's hammer, they have, etched this symbol. You see, I drew the mandala with this symbol. You can find lots of jewelry with this symbol. People get the tattoos, they get the body ink. So this symbol is very famous Celtic symbol, and you can convert the symbol the way you want. It has lots of variations. I'm leaving this page to draw a lot more Trinity knots, and I'm starting with the other page, other paper here, with the second knot, that is the Triskele. Triskele is the triple spiral. We drew this symbol in our yesterday's session, and this one. We used the compass, we used the ruler, and we tried to draw them perfectly, all with the same distance. But today we are not going to use those. Let me just draw directly with the pen. We are not going to use that tool. Basically, we are going to draw the 3 spiral, 1, 2, 1 on the top, 2 on the bottom, and we are going to join them with the triangle. So I'm not worrying about the number of the spiral or the size as of now, but this is the basic concept. And if you really want to draw how to draw the spiral perfectly, I uploaded a video day before yesterday where I showed how to draw the spiral perfectly. And yesterday's session we drew these 3 3 spiral, the Triskele one. You can use, if you want to use the tools, you can watch that video, but that's how you draw the Triskele. This is the single spiral going in the one direction. I'm drawing it one more time. 1, 2, and this one, actually I'm going to join it here, and this here. So this is the single spiral. Now it can be the double one, like the spiral is going, and I can continue this double spiral. They kind of join with each other like this. So this is the double spiral Triskele. It can be the single spiral, it can be the double spiral. If you draw this with the tool, it becomes really very easy. This is the spiral knot or the triquetra. This is the oldest symbol of the spirituality, it has been called. It moves generally clockwise, or it can be anti-clockwise. You can find them in various ways. Again, you can get the tattoos or the jewelries, or you can draw them the way I'm drawing, either the single or the double. It's absolutely your choice. This is just the basic way of drawing. I'm not using any tool or anything for that. So yeah, that's for the Triskele or the triple spiral. Let's move on to the love knot, the Celtic love knot. So this is basically the 2 hearts entangling with each other. I'm using the pencil first because we need to erase few lines for the over and under. And the basic
time is 10 a.m. It's time to stand up and stretch. Take a break for 10 minutes.
And the basic way of drawing this love knot
Setting
is
simply safe to home.
start. Sorry for that announcement. I'm drawing this kind of the diamond shape. And I'm drawing this double line. Please draw with the pencil as we need to erase few lines because of the over and under. This is the first step, and after every step I'll wait for a few seconds. You can write down in the chat if you want me to slow down or if you want to ask any questions or to repeat the step. After that, we are going to divide it into 2 equal parts horizontally and vertically both sides. This is the second step. Now, if you want to draw this with the ruler, so you can use the ruler for the measurement, and then you can draw perfectly with the ruler. All the measurements are going perfect. And then we are going to join this with this line like this round as if it's coming here. And this is going to the corner. The same thing we'll do to the other side. Now again, I'm waiting for it for a few seconds. Thank you, Jim. The main purpose for today's session is not to use the tools as much as we can and try to draw it. And we are not worrying about the perfect sizes and all that stuff. Rather, we are focusing more into how to draw that particular shape. Now we repeat the same thing here. Once we know how to draw that, later on we can easily use the tools. I'm pretty sure now you can see these 2 hearts clearly. Now this is the time to draw over and under and to fix the lines. So suppose, let's start from the center first. Suppose it's going over here, so it will go under here. Always take care, once start in the one direction. Suppose this thread is going like this, so it's coming over here. Here it will go under, so here it should come over. Always go in one direction and take care of over and under concept. Then it's come over here, it should go. Below this, over, under, and here it should go over, then here it should go under. Then here it should go over. I think I'm done with that. Let me just take a look one more time if I missed anything. Let me go over from any one direction. Suppose I'm starting from here. It's going over, under, over, under, over, under, over. Perfect. So this is the love knot, guys. I hope you get it. I'm now tracing it with the pen. There are many various ways of drawing this love knot by making the the perfect grid with the ruler and the pencil, and perfect angles with the compass. So I tried avoid getting the tools here in this session, but if I'm going to use this pattern in any of my mandala or any artwork, then definitely we are going to draw this again with the tools and with the proper guidelines. But this is the concept. And now when we talk about the over and under, we always, work for the shading like it's going down here. So wherever it's going under, just near that, you give this shading that will create more impact. And then you just blend it. And erase all the extra pencil lines. This is the love knot. Yes, this is magic. Once you set up this over and under and you understand the concept, it really looks very magical. Ajay, did you try drawing the love knot? You did? Did you get it? He's doing. Oh, beautiful. Do you want to show to all the audience? He tried pretty good. I can't see yours, guys, but I can show you what my husband is doing along with me. He's trying pretty good. This is what Ajay is doing. This is his paper, and I'm impressed. You can take it. Beautiful. So now I'm waiting for a few seconds, and I'm waiting for you all to write down in the chat. We are done with the, where is my face? Here you go. So we are done with the Triquetra, both the Triskele and the Trinity. And this is the love knot. Now we are moving forward to the next one. Please tell me, are you getting it right? Is the instructions easy and clear to understand and to follow? Thank you, Jen. Thank you, Portier. And here is about the Celtic love knot. As you can guess by the name, this knot represents the shared love. Thank you, Roberta. Thank you, Demaine. So basically, it's to show the connection between the two people, like the way we use the wedding rings today. This is kind of exchanged among the couples. And as you can see, the other version of this, where this knot is kind of hanging inside the heart. And that's giving me the inspiration right now. So I'm just drawing this again very quick, and I'm adding that heart here. So are you guys here with me? I'm drawing this very quick. Now I'm not waiting for the steps. I first drew the diamond, then I divided it vertically and horizontally. Then I added these little humps on the both corner to complete the hearts, right? So this is the heart knot, and now I'm fixing the over and under. And after that, I will hang this one into the inside the heart. I'm drawing this with the pencil right now. Here it will go above. So this is the heart knot, the love knot, the Celtic love knot. And now what I want to add a heart. Let me just make it a little bit bigger. And that's how it's kind of hanging inside this heart shape. And we will fix this area also. So here it is coming over, it will go under here, and it will come over here, it will go under here. Perfect. So that's how now you can use the pen, and that's how you can hang it in the inside the heart. I'm just fixing and making this heart a little bit more bigger so that it looks much better. That's it. Perfect. So I'm not using the pen. Do you guys want me to use the pen, or do you want to try drawing this one? You can try drawing this one. This is the other variation of using the Celtic heart knot. So there are lots of variations of all these different Celtic knots. I'm just using the pencil and making it darker so it's clear for the video, and erasing all the extra lines. Let me make this line also dark. Again, remember this is a freehand drawing without using any tools, and it is so much fun drawing freehand without the tools, right? So this is the variation of the love knot. Perfect. Now let's move forward to the next knot, that is the Dara knot. Use the pen. Oh, the Dara knot. So Dara knot is basically uh, the root of the oak tree. So the root of the oak tree, where you draw like kind of the four leaves in the four sides, and then you entangled it with the circle. So for the strength, I'm just drawing this as the guideline and a big square. And in this one, what I'm drawing here in the center, this is kind of the square, but all lines are little in the curve. So it's going all the way. So these are the actually arcs which are going. And if you want, you can just draw the leaf, four leaves in the four sides. This is the just a way of drawing. I'm just making this leaf a little bit wider. And here, after that, we are going to draw one more line of this. So let me just draw inside of the leaf, inside of these leaves. And again, we'll take care of over and under, as you know. I made one, one of the mandala, if it is here somewhere. It is in the 6-inch square. This is the one. Here I made this one with this 4 leaf and the circle. This is basically the Dara Knot, the root of the oak tree. It represents for the strength. And I can erase these lines. Those are just for the guidelines here. And you can join these arcs, and now you need to take care of the over and under concept. Start from the either one side. I'm just erasing all these fours just to make it clear. Suppose I'm going with this thread, so here it's going above. If it is going over here, it will go under here. It is coming above here, so it will go under here, over. So that's why drawing with the pencil is the good idea. This is the drawing, and then you can draw the circle. Again, I'm not using any compass. I'm waiting for a few seconds for everyone to catch up, whoever is drawing along. Because after this, we are going to again taking care of the over and under. I'm giving few moments for everyone, whoever is drawing along with me. So right now I'm drawing the circle all behind these 4 leaves. But actually that is not the case. It is supposed to be untangled in these leaves. Shall I go ahead? Please send me the thumbs up if you guys are done till here. I'm looking at the chat. Thank you, Roberta. Awesome. Thank you, Demain. So now this circle is kind of going 2 times below of the every leaf. So the best part is you can choose either any part of the leaf, like the top here, and it's going over. So it's going over the one part of the leaf and going under. So now again here it will go over on this one part, and already it is under to the other one, over to this one part, and under here, and then again it will go over here, and under here. So now the circle is kind of the part of the Dara knot. Isn't it easy? Hi, Andrew from Sydney. And as I showed you that how I have used this Dara knot in this mandala, the video of this is available, the live session recording of this one, and I have used the compass in this one to draw all these arcs and the circles, to draw them perfectly in the perfect angle and to keep the symmetry perfectly in the mandala. But today I am not actually worrying about the symmetry or the dimension. I am just taking care of the drawing part today. So this is the Dara knot, and if you see here, this is the quaternary symbol, like the 4 sides, and it comes from the Irish word dair, which means the oak tree. So generally the Celtic people saw the trees as a connection of spirits and the ancestors. So basically for the strong roots, this symbol represents for the strong roots and the strong connections. And obviously it has no start and no end. And again, this knot also has lots of variations. Did you get it right, Ajay? Awesome. I'm so happy. Awesome. Beautiful. He also tried and he did pretty good. Nice. Now the next one is the shield knot. Grab the pen. I didn't use the pen in this one. Let me just trace it quickly. Now I have already worked with the pencil, so it is just the tracing, and I'm not worrying about the symmetry part. Rather focusing on the drawing part. Perfect. This is the Dara knot, and I can get rid of all these lines. And again, to give it a complete look, Don't forget to give the shading part based on the over and under concept, so that will create the dimension. Okay, so now it's the time for the next knot, that is the shield knot. So the shield knot, I'm drawing directly with the pen. We can draw it with the pencil first too. We start with a square in the center and then we extend a long line on all fours. It is supposed to be straight and it went a little bit slanted on all four sides. That is the first step. I'm waiting for you all to complete this step, and then we will draw the other line, which is little smaller and outside. That is the next step. Let me bring it a little bit more closer. And try to draw your lines straight. Like you see, this one is going a little slanted, so, but I'm drawing with the pen, so I'm just keeping it like that. Now we extend this line. So suppose this line is coming, we'll draw in the air and we draw parallel to this one and parallel to this one. So the big one will go longer and this one will go shorter. This will go longer, this will go shorter, this will go longer and shorter. That is the third step. So first we started with the square, then we extended the line on the corners, the long, then the short, and then we extended to the other side. And now it's the time to draw this outer, join this outer one and this inner one. Outer one, inner one. This is the shield knot. I'm drawing the shield knot one more time with a little different variation. If you missed any step, you can draw it now. Start with a square and then extend the line on each corners. The second step, third step is to draw the line from the outside, but this time draw it little smaller. Draw it little smaller. Sorry. And now we'll draw these lines to the opposite side. Like we'll extend this line to the opposite side. We'll draw in the air here. And we will repeat this in all four sides. We'll take care of the height of the lines about the short and the long. And this time, instead of joining them round, we'll join them with the heart shape. There are many more variations of the shield shape, shield knot. These are just the two little different variations. This is again the quaternary uh, symbol, like the four sides. And as the name suggests, this is for the protection. This symbol is for the protection. It's generally used in the battlefields to put besides, to the sick people, or to keep it with the soldiers, and just to put that unbreakable barrier, or to, to keep the protection there. The symbol has been used. Perfect. You can draw the circle around it, and you can draw the diamonds around it. So there are various other variations in this symbol which can be used. And now let's start drawing the next symbol. So the next symbol is the let me set the okay. Solomon's knot. This is again a very easy symbol, as you can see in the shield one. It goes straight. In this one, how we draw this one, first you start with the square. It is pretty much similar to the shield knot, but in this one it goes, this is small, this line will go small, the first line, and then the one on the top left seems to be difficult. Which one on the top left? They mean, I don't know. Are you talking about this love knot here, or are you talking about the one corner of the shield knot? And then we draw the long line now to the outside. Instead of the short, we draw the long line. In the shield knot, we drew the smaller one. This is the second one. This is really very easy to draw, and then we just join it. From the all four sides. The one on the Dara picture. Oh, this one? Okay. So this is like the square one. We can draw the same Solomon's knot with the round shape. And how we draw that? So again, we start with the square. We extend the line on the all four direction. We extend the little longer line, and then we join them with the curve. Again, I'm not taking care of the symmetry. Now the same one in the Solomon, the same the rounded one, in the different variations, what we see that they have used like kind of the 1, 2, 3, 4 lines, and they are getting longer it is exactly like this, but instead of the one set of the lines, here they are going in the 4 sets, and then it's simple, you just join them. From all 4 sides. Let me just have a sip of water. And we'll repeat the same thing in this direction too. That's it. And then again you give a little bit of these shadows based on the over and under. You can draw all these lines with the help of the ruler, and then you will get much more, the perfect distance and the perfect angle. But this is basically the Solomon's knot. And if you see this one here on the screen, this is again a quaternary symbol, and this symbol is for the union of a man and the divine. Basically, this is named after the King Solomon, and uh, this is a very common and a very easy pattern. Basically, in this case, again, it has no beginning and the no end, so it is indicating the immortality. That is the Solomon's knot in the Celtic knot variations. Now, the next knot that is really very, very important knot and very widely used in different ways, that is the sailor's knot. And before I start, so basically, if you see that the sailors know one thing, that is how to tie the knot. Yes, so the bond that cannot be broken, like the two ropes that are tying together. So there is a story goes that sailor waiting to sail or while on their long voyage tied and knotted two ropes as a remembrance for the loved ones. The tied ropes now a symbol of an unbreakable bond. That is the story behind this sailor's knot. We use this knot in different variation. Before we start, let me just show you this one. This is also one variation of the sailor's knot. I used it as in this L shape here. We can just draw a single line and we can fit it in any shape. We can like make it wider, longer. That is the fun with this shape. This is the braid. It is like the 2-line braid, 3-line braid, and it can fill the whole our box. It is kind of, lot of many tangles in our Zentangle have been inspired by especially this sailor's knot. We have worked a lot about these kind of tangles which have been inspired. Like if you see the Huggins one, so in this one they are again going that over and under. This is little in the wider way, and a lot of other tangles are already there which are inspired by these kind of other Celtic knots. So let's start it with the very simple one. Yes. So in this sailor's knot, let's start with the 2 by 2 grid because it really needs a little bit of the guidelines. So I'm trying to draw this square like this 2 by 2 grid square just to give a basic idea of this knot. So please draw this 2 by 2 grid, and then in 2 by 2 grid draw these circles on all these edges or the crossings. This is the next step. Please draw lightly and draw with the pencil, as these are just the guidelines. We are going to erase that later. And after that, we are going to draw these circles in the center also. Now, if you see, we have this kind of the diamond in the top and in the bottom. If you have worked with me in the Huggins or the W2, we are going to work in between these two lines. Now let me use the pen so that it becomes easy for you. So in these two circles, I'm drawing this line which is inside of these circles. And now we'll try to draw the T junction, like kind of here it's drawing the T here. It's changing the direction. You can consider exactly the same way we drew in the Solomon's knot. It is kind of the diamond and we are extending the lines in the all direction. And then their double line. Now I'm waiting for a few seconds to complete till this level, whoever is drawing along with me. Oh, I'm so sorry. No, uh, the sound was off kind of, but I'm so sorry for that. I was just drawing this. So we keep on drawing. We turn this line around the circle. And then we'll extend this all the way to the corner and join this. please let me know if you guys get it right or not, because this is just the beginning of the sailor's knot. And then this is the concept, and we can extend this in as many, this is the 2x2 grid. We can extend this in as many grids, as many number of grids as we want. Instead of the 2x2, if we get this concept right, you can draw this Celtic knot in whatever number of grids you can. I'm waiting for you guys. Whoever is drawing along, please tell me, did you get it right? This grid, 2x2 grid sailor's knot. Got it. Beautiful. Now we are drawing the same sailor's knot in the longer grid. Let's just draw this. If you want, you can use the ruler to draw the longer grid so that you get the perfect squares. I'm drawing this freehand just by an eye. And this time we are drawing the sailor's knot in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2x5. Right, I just fixed this line. It was going a little slanted. Now again, the next step is to draw the circles after drawing the grid. After drawing the circles in all the corners, the next step is to draw the circles in the center. And after that, if you want, you can continue drawing with the pencil, or you can grab the pen. And again, we are going to draw this. Let me grab the other pen. The ink is kind of dying in this one. And here we are going to draw the T. So we continue drawing like that. Like the slanted. We will draw all these lines tightly joined with each other. Now I'm waiting for you all to complete till this level. Till then, I'm just filling these in between spaces. Now we'll start working from the corner again. We'll first make this round here. And we will join this corner. like this. We'll start working on this other corner. We'll surround this circle and complete the corner. We'll repeat the same thing on this other corner also, and then we'll work on the center part. Thank you, Betty. So now here we are going to so that's how I worked exactly the same way we worked on this 2x2 grid. Now we will deal with the remaining center portion. And it is very easy. Again, we will just turn this round as if it's continuing with this line. We'll fill this area. And we will extend this line on the corner. Again, this line is continuing here and joining. Once we get the concept of drawing this pattern, we can draw this in any border or in any shape. Like the way I drew the same in this one here. But yes, if you want exactly the same space or the same width, so I would suggest you to use the ruler for that. To draw the grid, then it will be really helpful. Same thing we are going to repeat in the bottom. This line is kind of coming and extending, joining this. So this is the two ropes tying together, unbreakable bond. A beautiful example of the Celtic knot. You must have heard me saying Celtic also a lot of the times. And in the beginning, as I told you, Celtic and Celtic both are perfectly fine. But now the more adaptive version is the Celtic one. But Celtic is also not a wrong version of saying that. It was earlier the Celtic, but then it has been changed to the Celtic so that the word looks more native. It brings more to its native style. So it is Celtic now. So this is the sailor's knot. And now I'm just going to erase all these little guidelines. Be careful. We have put a lot of ink. If we go over those ink, we might smudge because maybe that is not dried yet. So where is my brush? But I don't see the brush. Let me grab the other brush. And now after this, wherever it's going under, we draw this. Little bit of the shadow that creates the dimension. And then we will just do the blending. That's it. If I miss any over and under, I will check. Looks like I'm having a lot of graphite in my tortillon. Beautiful. So this is the sailor's knot. There are lots of variations of these knots. As I showed you, I use this one in the L shape. The same way, we can use this knot in, like, all the way to make a frame or to make just the border of any artwork. It's your choice how you want to use this one. This is the sailor's knot, guys. So after that, we have talked already about the sailor's knot. It's the quaternary one. And after that, there is the last eighth one, that is the Celtic cross. There are various variations of this knot, but the main thing is whatever variation you use, you always use this symbol, the cross symbol, to draw that. Maybe you draw just with the tricotra style leaf, or just with the heart with the Dara knot, or with this, the same sailor's knot. I have the printout of this one so that I can show you. So in this one, like here, the same sailor's knot have been put in this symbol. You always use this symbol. Here, this is the triquetra leaves and then joined with the third one. This is with the Dara knot, like the 4 leaves with the circle and then the heart on the corner. You can make your own versions of this Celtic cross. Please draw this symbol and then you can fill this whatever symbol you want. That is the Celtic cross. So we talked about that there are mainly 8 main variations in the Celtic knots. We have kind of talked about all of them in this our session, but there are many more other knots, many more other variations which are available everywhere. So I can just show you few of them.
The time is 11 a.m.
This one is the endless
Safe is already armed.
or the eternity knot. This one is the tree of life, which we used a lot of time. And there are few others, like, let me show you. The one I used here, this one is the father's Celtic knot with the infinity and kind of the acron here and the little this diamond. So this is the father's Celtic knot. you can get the video of this. This is already available on my YouTube channel. There is the Sisters Celtic Knot, Motherhood Celtic Knot, and there are many more variations of all these knots. They all are the endless, no start, no end. If you see here, we cannot put this one in the Celtic knot. Why? Because the wings are open here and we cannot see it is like kind of the closed loop. So if your knot is not having the closed loop, we cannot put that into the Celtic knot uh, area. Like that's not a Celtic knot because these, I just made this design on my own for the Mother's Day. Like this is the mother's heart with the wings and carrying the baby's heart. That was the idea behind it. So this one is not the mother's Celtic knot because it has the open loops. It's not the closed one. And this is the father's Celtic knot. There are many other variations. If you see, this is the Kala design inspired by the Triquetra. This is our Tangle, which is this Tangle? Can you believe this? I'm just forgetting the name. The Ratoon. And this is again the endless. It's going spiral on and on. These all are the based on the different Celtic knots, like the Weibop. It's again the endless. It's going. If you use this kind of entangled, they are not considered to be the Celtic because they are the open loops. So you should be always careful what kind of knots you are making, if you can put this into the Celtic knot or not. These all are the knots, but they are very broken at so many points. So again, they are the knots, but not the Celtic knots. I think that's all for today's session. I hope you guys enjoyed this thing. And the best thing, I'm feeling very sad and happy together because our this Tangle Marathon series is done today. This is the last session today for the for this series. Now from the next Sunday, we are going to start our pure Zentangle session where we are going to use our this Tangle Marathon journal, and we are going to choose our own tangles from the journal and we'll make our own tiles, the Zentangle tile. So that's it for our big next session. So I'm really happy and really a little bit sad also because this Tangle Marathon series is kind of over, but now we have our journal handy with our future artwork which we can use as our resource, and we have a lot of space left in our all pages, so we can add more other tangles into those pages of that particular category, and maybe in future we add new other category and we'll add that in our journal. Let me see in the chat. Thank you, Yelena. Thank you, Jose. I will also miss Yelena. Thanks, Linda. Thank you, Roberta. I also enjoyed working on this whole series, and today is the last day of this one. So please write down in the chat which one is your favorite Celtic knot. We worked on the 8 Celtic knot and we talked about few others. So, every person has their own favorite one because, you see that certain Celtic symbol is kind of talking to you and you find that this is my favorite one and I'm going to use this one. They all have various meanings, various different, So which one is your favorite? The Trinity or the Triquetra? Roberta, like the sailors one? This one? Okay. I would like to see, please everyone, write down in the chat which one is your favorite Celtic knot. Let me show you all these 8 variations on the screen. You can see which symbol is speaking to you. All these are the very ancient symbol. And you can give any interpretation to any symbol. That is absolutely your choice. That is not at all like is just given. So please write down, and you can use them through the jewelry, through the home decor, through the body clothing, body inking, clothing, or just the jewelry. It's your choice. And I really want to show you like this earring. Let me just take it out and show you like the jewelry. This is the Celtic knot, the endless Celtic knot symbol, which I'm wearing right now. You can see that here. So just to show you my love to the Celtic knots, this is just the endless Celtic knot. You see two hearts going. So this is the variation of the love knot, like two hearts are going here, and instead of just ending it, it's kind of making one knot on the top and the bottom. So this is the variation of the love Celtic knot as well as the endless Celtic knot. So this is just one jewelry. I can show you. There are many more variations as I showed you in this one, in the Trinity one. You can get the tattoo, you can get the jewelry, you can get the ring or the pendant. You can draw them. So that's it. Anyone else? So Patty says the Trinity and the sailor. Christina is saying sailor. So I think sailor is having the more. Thank you, Demain. And Rashmi likes the Dara knot, like the oak tree's root for the strength. Demain also like the Dara knot. Awesome. So you can keep working on all these Celtic knots and you can feel like that one or the other is kind of speaking to you and you're getting that more closer to you, maybe because of the uh, the attached meaning to that knot or something. But if you want to interpret any knot anyway, it's absolutely your choice. You can make that knot the way you want and you can make your own version of that knot. I would love to see. I'm going to make a post on the Facebook page where you can share your artwork or any other artwork where you have used these Celtic knots. Bye bye. See you all in the next session. Like the last session, we left our this artwork. This is the part one, the triple spiral. We are going to complete this in our next session. Bye.